All right, this is Ruben Lowen here in McAllen, Texas. It's Monday night, and I have been wrestling with something. I think I finally cracked it. The talking to these people that you are prospecting, and then you send them to save in your future book, and they haven't even opened it. And then, so I'm like, okay. So I learned a couple strategies. So when that happens, you just say, "That's what I thought," and then you got to expand their mind. You got to get them to look to their desired future. Okay, so let me ask you: if if I were to give you $1 million with, and you could spend anything you wanted, but you had to do it in 1 month, or your worst enemy would get whatever's left over, what would you spend it on? And they'll tell you, man. They'll tell you, okay, all right, I don't have $1 million to give you, but the information in that book is can help you make that $1 million. Okay, but I'll tell you what, this happens all the time. You know, it's not a book on your desk or up near your bed, your nightstand. It's calling out to you to read it. Okay, it's a PDF in an email, and once you close it, you don't look at it again. And we understand that, but we're going to be training on that book tomorrow night at 7 o'clock at our office. And if you can't make it to the office, we're doing it on Zoom. Also, we'll be on Zoom. So, tell you what, um, is this a good email for you? I will email you the uh, the address and time. Okay, and if you can't make it physically, let me know now, and I'll send you the Zoom information. You think will you be able to make it? Okay, great. Okay, because what you're going to learn is how to get that $1 million. Okay, and then the challenge selling. You know, there's a study that was done that people that were asked about what they didn't like about salespeople, and what their answer was very interesting. Was they didn't like people just regurgitating the company line. You know, just reading off the PowerPoint. Okay, um, what they didn't like that. That was number one, and number two was the leading questions. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, they feel like they're being baited. Okay, so what's really important is that engagement and that relationship enough. Get this, so you know what it is that they really want. Okay, I mean, people don't want money. Okay, they think of green dirty paper. Okay, what they want is what that money will buy for them. What they want is what that money can get them. Okay, so how much would it take for you to be financially independent? How much money would you have to have with, so you wouldn't have to work anymore? How much money would you need a month before you could say, you know what, fire my boss? Okay, and then you back engineer it. Okay, so let's say they need 50,000 a year. Okay, if they had $1 million and they're taking 50,000 a year out, that $1 million will only last them 20 years. Okay, unless it's getting a greater rate of return, right, than they're spending, and enough to keep up with inflation. So if they're spending 50,000 a year, and inflation, taxes, inflation is going to be another 5%. They need like 10%. All right, and they don't have to worry about it again because they have enough for the taxes and the insurance, unless this is where we can teach them something they don't know. And that's what the challenger sales strategy does, is teach them something they don't know. So what if they had their money in an asset that wasn't taxed? Okay, all right, that's so then now we're looking at, okay, now they only need, let's say 7%, okay, to keep up with tax, to keep up with, enough to live on, and inflation. Okay, so there you go. All right, I guess they would need like 8.5%. Okay, so there you go. So we have products that can eliminate the taxation. Okay, now we just have to, take care of the inflation side of it. All right, so let's work on. We're going to help you work on getting your $1,000,000. Okay, how much do you have now? How far are you to that $1,000,000? Right, and then you start from there. All right, but I'm excited about what I learned. Oh, cryptocurrency. Saw a video. This lady, she promotes cryptocurrency, and she is talking about how bearish she's being because right now, she showed to talk about this inverse pyramid. So the reverse house of cards. Okay, that because Ethereum was so heavily financed with borrowed money. Okay, it's a bubble. All right, and so she's a promoter of crypto, and she's being bearish. So that should tell you something. All right, have a great day.